This portion of the program is brought to you by NCA, National Certified Alarms. No long-term contracts. License number 645. You think they're going to roll thunderstruck when they go and attack Iran or whatever? The Iranians? Maybe they should do Baby Shark. That'd be great. Baby Shark.
You probably get executed if you play that in Iran.
Oh, goodness me. Just crazy, kids. Crazy. There's State of the Union last night, and all I'm going to say about that was State of the Union. So we know the State of the Union. Why we do this anymore, I don't know. But it's, I guess, a way for, whoever's in charge to stand up there and say, it's great, it's never been better, the greatest, most bigliest of all time.
It's only branding at this point.
That's basically what it is. And then the other side runs. Remember, who was it? Was it Marco Rubio that did the weird took a drink? Was it Marco or was it DeSantis?
DeSantis, I think.
In the middle of the thing, he's like,
yeah.
You're like, what's wrong with him? Lots, actually. Come to find out there was lots wrong with him. So there you go. If you liked Trump yesterday morning, you still like Trump. If you had doubts, didn't like him, whatever, you don't like him. And if you're in the middle, chances are you didn't watch it. I don't even know how many people tuned in last night. I couldn't tell you. I mean, here's my thing. I think it should be 30 minutes, get in, get out, make it a little bit more businesslike, and we don't need the up-downs in the clapping. We don't. That's too much. We didn't need, 8 or 10 minutes of the hockey team. Love you guys. I've been defending you, right? I have. But I don't need, I don't think we need that. I don't think we need, that much of that. I think we could have just done with, I said it earlier, could have been an email. So
yeah,
now,
but then they lose the opportunity to brand. I mean, that's really all it is. It's them going up there talking about how great they are and what they're going to do to make things even better than it already is.
So, yeah, I guess you're right. Branding is the most important thing. But you've got to brand whatever it is that you're branding. And one of the things, like last night, again, Trump does his thing, and then Abigail Spanberger does her thing. And does it change anything? And the reason there isn't the giant, do you remember, when we were younger, guys, Reagan would come out, or whoever came out, they would deliver it, and you would see a 5 or 8 point swing in poll numbers. We live 24/7 with this stuff. It's at our fingertips. We didn't have that 20, 30 years ago. It's the reason that nobody watches a lot of these award shows anymore. Why? Because you only ever saw them either in interviews or on award shows if they weren't doing a concert or something like that. We see these people 24/7 now.
And when you get up the next day, you can watch the highlights and not have to put up with all the low points.
So, yeah, true. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Even Chris said yesterday with this is you're going to be able to go and find the things you want. And you can spin it however you want, right? I mean, you could sit here and fact check everything. Do you care about facts? Does anybody care about facts anymore? Do we live in a post-truth world? Ooh, look at that. Chad throwing you know what? I'm white, so I'm a construct, so it doesn't matter. All right? So's Ken. Ken's super constructy. Bell?
Constructy?
Yeah. Constructy. Bell, you're also constructy. Just insane. So, somebody says, the cool thing about presidential speeches, you don't have to listen like the Democrats. I didn't. And the reason I didn't is because I had to get up super extra early. And I listened for a little bit last night at Legends. And it was awesome at Legends. Everybody there was super kind. Met a bunch of people, bunch of listeners. Some of you were, the other, some of you there was a couple of you that I went to shake your hands and you turned and you walked away from me, which I thought was weird. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But for the most part, all of you, great time. Good. The food was great. So, what did you eat, Ken? Did you get a steak? I don't know if Ken got a steak.
He's not back there.
Oh, he quit? I'll miss him. He was a good guy. But I had, my wife got chicken fingers.
That sounds more like something you would do.
I know. Well, she wanted to order like some finger foods because she didn't know what we were going to do. And then by the time that everything had gotten over with, it was so late. And I had to get home because I had to get up in a few hours and get ready to, pull my one-hit wonder. Oh, yes, Dan Mandis is the constructiest. There's probably nobody whiter than Dan Mandis. He's so white, he can own a hospital.
And you are taller than he is.
I am taller than him. So I love Dan. He's a good dude. So it was fun, though. I'll tell you what. And a lot of you out there, and it was good. This is the other thing. Last night gives you a great perspective to sit down because a lot of people out there, they hear me and think, oh, all you ever do is bash Trump. No. The Democrats are the most useless things on the planet. I mean, every time, and this is what I always say, any other time in history, a decent, non-crazy Democrat Party would probably wipe the floor with the craziness of the Republicans, right? Any other time in history. But they're insane. They're insane. And that just shows you how bad they are. I mean, failure to launch, what's his name? Gavin Newsom. He's been launching his campaign for about an hour. He sank the boat in the harbor with his comments the other day. I'm just like you guys. I can't read. So, yeah,
I'm just like most of my constituents, homeless.
Homeless, that's right. Except for I'm kind of a Getty, too, so that's weird. So I got that going for us. But it was nice meeting people last night because, I said, look, some people came up to me and goes, you say things that make me mad. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I say? Now, and one person was very honest and said, well, it feels like it's an attack on me. It's never an attack on you. That's what I said. It's never an attack on you. And being able, I said last night, and being able to criticize all the powers that be is a good thing because that's how you keep, we were joking yesterday about the comedians in Russia who have the cojones enough to go up and to do comedy about Putin in Moscow. I mean, that's a big thing right there. But we should all be able to have conversations about stuff we disagree with. And you know what? Every one of us should want to know the truth. And the sad thing is, in today's world, we only ever get a partial truth because everybody spins it in the way they want. And that's not good. That isn't. I want to just know the truth. I don't care about the rest of the stuff. It's a little autistic in me, Or just give me the numbers and the data, and then I'll formulate my own opinion. I don't need any emotion based in it. I don't. So, Chad, when we were controlling dogfighting missions, as people were texting in, we had ECM. We would jam signals, and we splashed a jet with another one bites the dust. Oh, that's a good one. So, it's, yeah. Because we're talking about, what was the one, was it Grenada or was it Panama where we played the music?
Panama, outside I think it was outside the Vatican's embassy. Was it
Motley Crue?
No, it was all kinds of, it was like Black Sabbath and AC/DC and just all this really loud stuff. And it got to the point where the Vatican, the officials in the embassy were like, dude, we can't hide you anymore. We need some sleep.
Yeah, this is not good. I don't know who you people think you're. Hey, what'd you have to eat last night, Ken?
I had a steak and some mac and cheese.
How was the mac and cheese?
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Steak was good, but there wasn't any fat on it.
Yeah, I saw that. We ended up not getting anything because we waited so long because we were meeting people, and plus the show was still going on and everything. And by the time we were done, and I know that I saw that old Matt and our good buddy Jackson got a cheeseburger with some bacon, and Matt got himself a quesadilla. He got himself a quesadilla. Saw that. And my wife, she ordered like finger food. She goes, oh, you know what? I'll get some, their ranch was amazing. French fries were good, but I wanted to get a steak, but I just couldn't because by the time, they were like, it was going to take a little while. I'm like, I got to get home.
Yeah.
I got stuff to do.
Yeah, and you had a bit of a drive for you. I only had 8 miles.
Yeah. So, the drive there, though, can I just say, we were joking yesterday, not so much joking. I was actually serious about the potholes.
Yeah.
It was, what? It's ridiculous. The potholes, and not just the potholes, like the unevenness of parts of the 24 where you're like, what is this? Why is there no concrete here? There's concrete there, but it looks like they were asphalting some of it, and they're like, we ran out of asphalt, and we just kept going. And, God, what a mess.
You should have driven it before they started fixing it. I mean, it was like you went from interstate to county gravel road instantly. And now I've got 2 or 3 more windshield dings as a result.
Really?
Rocks just coming up from underneath trucks mainly. Now, I'm not blaming the man and woman out there getting goods to services because they can't help the road conditions. But, rocks into my windshield. I'm just waiting for those cracks to expand. Hopefully they won't.
I hope not. God, that's just, because we've got the spider web right now. And my wife, when she bought this car, because I don't care about cars. As you guys know, if you ever listen to the show, you can give me a Pinto and I'll be fine with it.
Yeah, you don't give a rat's ass.
I do. There's zero I care about vehicles. I never have, even as a kid. Nothing's ever impressed me. I'm like, can I get over there? That's all I care about.
Can I get to where I'm going?
But she got this car because she knew I was doing a lot of driving. She wanted me to be comfortable, and it needs a special windshield because they were limited edition. And I'm just like, I didn't have this problem with my Saturn.
How much for the windshield?
Like $600.
Wow.
And it's got to be ordered. It's going to take like 6 weeks.
I could have, if I chose to replace mine instead of just getting the chip filled in, it would have only been, I think, $285.
That's not bad.
No, especially not compared to that.
No. And I'm like, oh, God, what is wrong with you? You know what? I saw something last night. There's this English guy named Scott Sullivan. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. He's kind of a chunky lad. You've probably seen him on the old TikTok, but he's very, hello there. Blah, blah, blah. He talks about, like, a lot of it's about marketing and unique stuff in the past. And he was talking about if you're rich and you live in London. Well, not rich, but let's say you make $100,000 and you live in London. And, or 200,000, right? And you're like, I want to buy a house. And you go to Fulham, kind of a very shishy area, very shishy, Harrods, think Harrods. And you buy a house for like $1 million. And you think you're doing all right. Think about this for a second. Now you've got this thing for 30 years that you have to pay off. And basically the house owns you. And you got to work hard and do all this kind of stuff. And that's neat. But that right there is something that you just bought that a postman 50 years earlier would live in. Or a cab driver, just a regular person. He goes, if Charlemagne came back into the world today, he would look at a Tesla and go, I'll give you half of France for the Tesla. Because he wouldn't care about the property. And he goes, I'm not saying go buy a Bugatti, but what I am saying is we got to sometimes rethink certain things. And in the housing world where people want to be moving around a lot more, paying for something that 50 years ago would have been just, Like the reason Silicon Valley, you want to know why? Because the property, they couldn't give it away 30 years ago. And now you can rent a garage for about $4,500 a month. That's insane. Crazy. All right, coming up. She's white. She's happy to be white. I'm kidding. She's not. She hates white people.
She hates herself.
She does. And she won 16 gold medals in the Victim Olympics.
Neither of you went to Brown.
We did not. But I'm a construct, so it really doesn't matter. So our girl Kylie joins the White Woman Wednesday parade. Straight ahead, Chad Benson, Super Talk 997. Yeah, that whole, hey, we're going to get this laser beam thing that's going to tell us when to cut trees. We're going to get some LiDAR.
What good is LiDAR if you don't cut the trees? That was the problem.
Last time I checked with LiDAR, we're usually looking for stuff that's under the ground. If you got a tree under, like when they're going around going, hey, there's a giant, huge Aztec village under here.
Teresa, please just quit. You're incompetent.
Whose nephew runs a LiDAR company? All right? I think we all want to know because this is ridiculous.
That's suspicious, Brother Chad.
Yeah, I know that would never happen. I can't even. What is wrong? How did we get here?
They use LiDAR to find cities under the canopy in South America.
Yeah, like Machu Picchu.
Yeah, places like that.
Guess what? You guys see the giant, huge Machu Picchu pyramids? What's underneath it? Bigger pyramids. No way. Guess we should cut trees.
She's got to go. She's just got to go.
You know what what kind of special instrument I used to use for cutting trees? My eyeballs. Going, hey, I think that thing needs to be cut. What's that going to cost you? I don't know. She's great. We should do more of her. You know what? I bet she went to Brown. Okay, guys.
You can't convince
Here we
me
go,
she
men.
went to college.
Men, this one's on us.
Misogyny and racism are the only
Misogyny and racism.
Have you heard of a term called male flight?
Didn't happen with cleaning or cooking because I see every time I see some on television, some one of these male chefs. Chad, can you believe that? What is?
She better not be calling me no soy boy.
No soy boy. By the way, I love anytime somebody says, "Oh, I have a sociology degree." You're like, "Oh, you're unemployed and you have no friends." Fantastic.
I'm
That's
a
good.
barista, sir. How dare you?
How dare you, sir? How dare I? I'm sorry. You're absolutely correct. Correct. And nursing. Yeah, that was always a huge deal for men back in the day. We couldn't stop. Like, dude, stop it. Every time a woman gets a degree, what? Tell me. I mean, you say, and then you're going on about politics, right? Like politics. Well, women are getting degrees and they're going to politics, so men are leaving politics. I don't see that. Well, you just don't know because you're white and I'm a construct.
It's like she just opens her mouth and garbage falls out.
Yeah. Men just have soft hands these days. Trade school, by the way, you know what I love too? It's like, I'm not discounting trade school. I'm better than you. I have only $200,000 in student loans. and I make almost $37,000 a year. What do you do, sir? You're a plumber and you make $250,000 a year? Well. Oh, and you could go to the library and find out all the same things that I found out? You could do that? Yes, for free. Can she make a sandwich? I don't know, Duffy, if she can. I do not know if she can make a sandwich.
I wouldn't need it if she could.
No, God, no. First of all, there would be like, I want some meat on this. You're not getting any meat. She screams a vegetarian.
She hates mayonnaise.
Because it's got man in it.
Because it's white.
Yeah, and it's got man in it.
Yeah, that's right.
It's mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise, baby.
Oh, gotta love that. Gotta love her. She's awesome. By the way, Dave Portnoy talking about the hockey people.
This should be a gold medal winning team.
They didn't have vaginas. Okay? That's what matters. God, again, ladies, if you're offended by the fact that the men were there, and the women, by the way, have been invited.
Yeah.
Right? So that's great. I mean, it's
Watch. Half of them won't go.
They won't go. 5 guys didn't go last night. I don't know who they were. Some of them, it's like, it's because they're heroes. No, probably because their team. Maybe they were. You know, like the big news is everybody says about Jack Hughes. The other big thing is there's 2 guys, the Kachuk brothers, who are very hardcore MAGA. So,
What'd you say, Canuck Brothers?
Kachuk.
Oh.
Yeah. Or it could be the other ones, but that's what the Kachuk brothers. They're pretty hardcore MAGA. But, get over yourselves. Ladies. Can't believe you. Oh, lordy. But she's fun. I got more of that too. Crazy.
I want to see her on a date.
I don't
That would
think
be
that happens.
great to see her on a date.
What would that be like? First of all, there's going to be all kinds of ground rules.
What that would be like is 2 women going out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the ground rules for that date must be tremendous.
Yeah.
Like, know that I'm going out with you because you're an awful person. And you're like, okay, good. By the way, you want to know what a soy boy is? This is it right here.
I don't know if you can be mad at a hockey team for partying with Cash Patel and the president. Like, it's not their fault you didn't know the U.S. men's hockey team were pieces of shit.
Yeah. Like, what's your name, ma'am? Steve. I'm sorry. That was my bad. Soy boy. That is a soy boy. If you don't know what that is, that's like, think weak vegan.
Weak vegan.
I said that like that was kind of that's the same, right? Weak and vegan. No, but the soy, by the way, if you eat too much soy, you get sick. You do. You get sick. And another thing is it's gross. Don't eat it.
And you get whiny.
Yeah, you do. The estrogen levels through the roof. Oh, Chad, that's not very nice. Coming up, who knows what? Lots of other stuff. Hey, guess what? We might be getting rid of any kind of abortion ever in the history of Tennessee, or ever. This is weird. and insane. I'm going to say it right there, right in your face. What do you think of that? Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.
And get a backbone.
Well, first of all, can I just, you know who didn't call? The players. He called them. They took his call, and they went last night. Hellebuck got was the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit much, but whatever. I mean, this guy over here fought 50 guys single-handedly in 1847, and this guy made the greatest save you're going to see. Oh, but yeah, this hockey thing, man. Ladies are riled up about this. We're going to have to keep riling them up because it's fun. You know how we do. You know how we do. Coming up, 1-800 Wednesday next hour. We got more craziness from the ladies. Plus, got some of your text messages about abortion. Ooh, some of you are mad at me. And some of you are like, thank you for having some common sense. I try. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.